Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, making his Tuff-N-Uff debut tonight, fighting independently out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Sir Mosley. His opponent stands across the cage in the red corner with an MMA record of 1 win and 2 losses, fighting out of Progressive Fight SYN Bakersfield, California, Cameron Ramirez. Referee in charge of the action inside the cage is Chris Tione.
So Sir Mosley and Cameron Ramirez, both fighters wearing black trunks. It's the blue tape for Mosley, the red tape for Ramirez. Or just look for the skull and crossbones in the crotch area. That will be Cameron Ramirez. Touch of gloves gets us underway. Mosley, the southpaw.
And this is the second time that I've noted here in the last couple days where one of the fighters has to get their ears covered up because I guess they get the loops.
That's right.
Who was it, Andre Feely that had it as well?
Andre Feely in the UFC.
Yeah.
So Cameron Ramirez kind of rushed by a flurry there, but as they went to the ground, Cameron Ramirez was able to transition into mount.
Good spot. He's got to get out of this hole, though.
Yeah, Sir Mosley has the neck wrapped right now. Going to be very, very tough to get the pressure on there to finish that choke.
Right. If it was the reverse where he had his legs around Ramirez, then he'd be able to do something. I think Ramirez is safe. As you can tell right there, he's not even underneath the chin.
Right. I think you can see Mosley trying to get his feet on the canvas and try to buck up and roll, try to use this as a sweep attempt. He's got to make a decision at some point how long he wants to hold on to that neck.
You don't want to gas out your arms too much here.
You see referee Chris Tione actually probably calling for a little bit of action there. You'd hate to see a stand-up from this position because it is essentially a submission attempt, but it's not a deep submission attempt right now. Cameron Ramirez looks fine in the hole, looks actually frustrated to be stuck there.
And he gave a thumbs up, too.
Yeah, I guess if you're Ramirez, if you feel comfortable, maybe you need to strike or at the very least be trying to pull those arms away because Cameron Ramirez is safe, but he's just sitting there.
Right, exactly. At this point, you still have to grade it. You have to grade the round for Sir Mosley.
I think we're pretty safe with a stand-up here. I think we need one.
Yeah, I agree. Again, referee Chris Tione, I think he just feels kind of guilty. You can see, we saw him earlier in the night, what we thought were maybe a little bit of quick stand-ups. He's allowing this to happen because it is a submission attempt, and he doesn't want to stand him up out of the submission attempt, but literally nothing happening in this position.
Probably the closest I would ever call a 10-10 round, although I think I just have to give it to the guy that's at least attempting to finish a fight, even though he's really not underneath. I just don't know if the judges can recognize that.
The sweep and the enough. It is funny. Again, some people say a 10-10 round is impossible. That was about as close. One guy is in mount. The other guy is going for a submission the entire time.
Yeah.
But I'm going to lean towards Sir Mosley. I really don't like to give 10-10s either, so I'm going to lean towards Sir Mosley there.
I'm with you.
I'm actually surprised there that Ramirez's corner wasn't calling for some more strikes. I think it wouldn't have taken that much, really, to steal that round.
Had he just been pounding the ribs the whole time, I'd probably go with Cameron Ramirez. He's sitting in mount. He's punching away. The only reason he can't get his head clear is because the guy won't let go of it, not because he's stuck in a true, earnest submission attempt. So I agree with you. Had he just been peppering the ribs, I would have gone with Ramirez. But instead, Mosley just sat there. Maybe it's a rope-a-dope there. Just trying to let Mosley gas his arms out.
It could be.
And like you said, Ramirez clearly frustrated in the round. It's his corner's job right now to get his mindset ready for round 2.
And let him know that it could very well be 0-1.
Yeah.
Him down.
Had he been punching, I just got to think if he's punching that Sir Mosley lets go of the choke, and now Ramirez is sitting in mount. Instead, he just sat there. So not a good decision there in terms of strategy. We think Mosley took the first, but we'll see. Close round. Welterweight action. Both fighters in the black trunks. Oh, spinning kick there right at the bat for Sir Mosley. I was going to say it's Cameron Ramirez with the skull and crossbones on the shorts. Sir Mosley has the purple stripe down the side. Nice side kick there from Mosley, striking the traditional karate stance there briefly.
Ramirez is kind of shrugging off some of these shots, saying that they're not hurting, but at some point he's got to implement his own offense, I think, here.
Mosley with 3 punches in a row.
Ramirez just left that chin out. He's got to tuck it in. He's got to move his head.
Nice straight punch. Nice left hand from Ramirez. That one got Mosley's attention.
Might be in the same position again.
Interesting little flurry there. Both guys had some moments of success. I think it was that straight left from Ramirez that was the best shot of them all.
I think this is the second time that Mosley's kind of gone down and been happy with whatever position they fall in is okay. And I think he has to do a better job of maybe trying to pull guard or something on the way down.
Yeah, falling into the half guard position, not doing a lot for him. You can see he's just holding the back of the neck right now. Certainly not a submission attempt the way he had in the first round, but it looks to me like Sir Mosley just wants a stand-up.
As calm, cool, collected as Sir Mosley looked, you can definitely tell he's a little bit of an inexperienced fighter once this fight hits the ground. Although that was a nice sweep.
Beautiful sweep there. Beautiful sweep to top position. Sir Mosley again on top. He hit a nice sweep there in the closing seconds of the first round. Really didn't have time to complete the move. Turning for the armbar. Slam onto the head there. The arm still tight. Cameron Ramirez working on the arm. Final 10 seconds, and he got the tap. Wow.
Took a while, but he got him. Yeah.
Dumped onto his head was Cameron Ramirez, but would not let go of the arm. Took the direct spike into the canvas and held on to the submission. Eventually got the tap. Fantastic work from Cameron Ramirez.
Cameron Ramirez's patience is incredible in that situation.
Was there a tap, or did referee Chris Tyone just step in and save the fighter?
You know, I was looking at it live and I couldn't see. I'm assuming there was a tap, but again, in the amateur division, you would not have a problem with Chris Tyone just stepping in and saving the limb. Did not see any type of complaint from Sir Mosley there. So I think even if he didn't tap, I think he knew he was in a bad position. Interesting fight, interesting clash of styles, interesting way it played out, but that's a fantastic finish from Cameron Ramirez.
It was, and I'll tell you what, John, you mentioned that left hook he threw. You know, it's so hard because that was probably the biggest blow of the round, but yet really not much was happening for him until that final sequence. And once again, he was put himself in the position because of the lack of inactivity to give up yet another round.
Let's take a look at the replay here. You can see the arm is trapped there. It's the right arm. Sir Mosley tries to slam Ramirez right on his head, but Ramirez refuses to let go.
Flops to his belly, and then it makes it worse.
Flops to his belly and gets the tap. Let's take it up just Bernard and get the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 51 seconds into the second round, your winner by tap out due to armbar, Cameron Ramirez.
And that replay did show us that Mosley was trying to tap. It's just that the arm or the hand was trapped underneath Ramirez's